morning, folks, and happy Thursday. I am freaking ticked this morning. I don't know if I slept through my alarm. I don't know if my alarm just didn't go off. I specifically remember setting my alarm last night, but it never went off. And now we're up an hour and a half later than what we should be. So I guess let's go get this day started and try to rework it in whatever way we can to make it the best day that it possibly can be. But let's go get some breakfast and have some coffee and let's get out the door. Alrighty, folks, we at least made it out of the door to go get better today than we were yesterday. But I am freaking ticked. Like, y'all have no idea. I'm freaking ticked. I specifically remember setting my alarm last night right when I was going to bed, and that joker didn't go off. Or I didn't hear it, one or the other. But we were limited. Do we go to practice? Or do we go lift? I guess we're going to go to practice, and we will lift later because there's no jiu-jitsu tonight. So then I wouldn't be able to get better today than we were yesterday, and the events in which we have coming up, you know what I mean? We wouldn't be as well prepared as we should be or we could be. So I guess let's head across the state of Georgia to go get better today than we were yesterday, and I guess I will find out at some point today when we can go knock out this lift, where we can go get stronger today than we were yesterday. Oh, I hate being thrown off my schedule with like a burning freaking passion. A burning passion. But what can we do? Nothing. Guess I could get upset about it. Let it ruin my day, but we're not going to do that. Not at all. We're going to put on some music and we're just going to enjoy this ride. Well, good news, folks. We made it on time today. For a short period of time there, I really thought that we were going to be late to practice on top of missing our lift, but we didn't, and we got energy for once since we slept an extra hour than what we were supposed to. Actually, an hour and 18 minutes than what we were supposed to, if you want to be exact. So that's a good part about it. So let's get in here, let's get better today than we were yesterday, and let's not let one minor inconvenience ruin our day. So practice went great. We got better today than we were yesterday. And then I even convinced one of the homies to go and lift with me. But he also made plans with someone to go and get donuts today. So we're going to go get some donuts, and then we're going to go knock out this lift. We're going to go get stronger today than we were yesterday. And then Coach texted me while I was in practice, and he was like, hey, I'm out of town, so just a heads up. So I won't be coming back here later today to get better today than we were yesterday. I'll just wait until tomorrow night to get some striking in. We'll just go and find something exciting to do with JB once we get home. So we have nothing else to do this afternoon. We might as well go lift with the homie, or go get some donuts and then lift with the homie, and then call it a freaking day, folks. I guess it's not going to be a day, but you know what I mean. Go find something fun to do. Alrighty, folks, we have made it to the donut shop. I guess let's run in here. Let's be some fat fucks and then go and knock out a lift. Well, this sucks. The donut shop that we wanted, because they have like the best donuts in town, is closed. And they closed like as we were walking in the door. So we're going to Krispy Kreme instead. The donuts sounded freaking hit, and now they're on my mind. I was just gonna be like, screw it, guys. I got my lunch on me. I'm just gonna go knock out a lift. But we're gonna go find some donuts somewhere. So I guess let's head to Krispy Kreme, folks. Alrighty, folks. We are at our second stop to try to get us some freaking donuts before going to knock out this lift. So let's get in here and see if maybe the Krispy Kreme is still open. Their hot and ready sign isn't on. So that's a bummer. But at least we can get some donuts, hopefully. Well, our donuts were great after we finally got our donuts and our coffee that we had ordered. It freaking took forever, but we did eventually get it. But the homie is backing out on us. He's backing out on us. He's not going to lift with us. He said, I gotta get home, bro. I gotta get home. So, I guess we are going to start heading towards the house ourselves, and then probably just go lift at the One Life in our area. We were going to meet up at the one out here, but we just sat and ate donuts for an hour and a half like idiots. But we just chit-chatted about, like, shoot, everything under the sun, training methodologies. One person said they didn't believe in drilling. Ecological approach was his idea. Then we all agreed on concept training is probably the best form of training. Understanding different concepts and understanding them well enough to implement them. So, like, you know, maybe your concept of passing is pressure passing. We'll understand different concepts like turning the knees one direction and the shoulders another direction, misaligning the spine and things like that. So it was a good lunch or snack or whatever, because it wasn't my lunch. My lunch is in the car. But that was a good little post-practice hangout. It's good every now and then. Camaraderie keeps the world going around. If there's no camaraderie, what's the point of freaking living? If you ain't got homies that you can kick it with, get a coffee with, eat some donuts with, what is the point of freaking living? There's not. There's literally not, folks. But I guess let's get home and or get to our side of town, get us a lift in. Maybe you find something fun to do. I have no idea, but I know we got to get this lift in. And we talked about the irony of the YouTube, I guess, series name, The Exciting Life of a Fighter. They're like, that's the stupidest name ever. I was like, that's the point, guys. That's the point. They're like, there's nothing exciting about the life of a fighter. It's, you wake up, you train, you try to recover as much as you can, you train some more, you get to sleep, you try to train some more the next day, and repeat. I was like, that's the irony behind it. They're like, I got it. I'm getting what you're putting down. They're like, yeah, the life of a fighter, there's nothing exciting about what we do. It is just wake up, grind, try to recover as much as you can, grind, try to recover as much as you can, grind, get some food in there at some point, grind. It is just a constant grind. Like, the highlight of my day is 2 idiots wearing Krispy Kreme hats while eating donuts and drinking coffee. And that rarely happens. Like, yeah, today and yesterday we got to hang out with some homies after practice. And didn't have practice that afternoon, but those were all by choice so we could spend a little bit more time with JB. But yeah, this is like a once in a blue moon opportunity that I get to see 2 idiots wearing Krispy Kreme hats while eating donuts and drinking coffee. It's usually try to get home, recover as much as we can, knock out whatever we gotta do, and then get right back to practice to get better again today than we were yesterday. So yeah, life of a fighter, it's just not exciting. It is to me, it is to them. But to the average person, they would think that we like have an extraordinary life, whatever you want to say. No, it's like living like a freaking monk, honestly. So, I guess let's go knock out this lift, get stronger today than we were yesterday, folks. Well, we finally made it back to town at about 4:15. This is nice. I guess let's get in here and make it as good of a lift as it possibly can be, because I absolutely hate lifting at this time. I don't know what it is. I guess it's because I've always lifted in the morning times since like high school. When we had weightlifting in high school, I was freaking lifting in the morning. So lifting in the afternoon sucks for me. Not to mention I just don't like lifting after practice, because I always manage to get injured lifting after practice. So since we know we traditionally get injured after lifting after practice, and I usually just can't push myself as hard. It sucks. I can push myself. I don't think it affects me nearly as much going to practice after, but going to lift after practice because of how bad like how much practice takes out of me, sucks. Absolutely sucks. But it is what it is. This is the, I guess, consequences for my alarm not going off this morning, or me not waking up when my alarm went off. Either or, I don't know which one it was, but it was one of them, and these are the consequences of it. We have to lift at a time that we don't like to lift. Let's go knock out this lift, folks. Let's go get stronger today than we were yesterday. Well, even though it was not the time in which we would prefer to lift, we made it a pretty decent lift. But I soon remembered why I don't like lifting at this time anymore. That joker was packed out, folks. Like, uncomfortably packed out. To where you're not even sure if you should do these push presses because you're afraid you may hit the person who is beside you, who keeps walking by. I mean, of course I was watching for them, and I think they were watching for me too, but it just kept rattling through my brain. I'm like, I'm going to end up bumping this person with this weight, and then I'm gonna feel like shit. It's not my fault. It's not their fault. This bitch just packed out. Majorly packed out. Like I said, uncomfortably. So, at least we got it done. Let's go, I guess let's head home, and, that's awkward. Someone was watching me while I was filming. I hate when that happens. I'm pulling away because they kept staring. I don't think they're really staring, but still, I felt like they were staring. Some internal conflicts with me. But I guess let's get home and see what the rest of the day has for us. Like I said, coach is going out of town. Yeah, I could still go in and get some work in, but why would I drive back up there? It's a good week for a decline week. Even in martial arts, you need a little decline week, or at least they say you do. So we can use it as like a decline day. Or just declining a little bit. Even though he'll be out of town tomorrow, we'll probably still go up there and get better tomorrow than we were today. But today, it's JB's last day off. So, one of her, first day didn't really count. Second day we hung out. Oh wait, no. Yesterday was the first day, so her 2 days off. Today's her last day off, so we're gonna go do something fun just to hang out for a little bit. And then probably call it a night. Well, of course call it a night, because that would be the end of the day. So, I guess let's get home and see if JB wants to go do something. Alrighty, folks, we have made it home. Let's get in here and see if JB wants to go do something fun. Well, folks, JB and I decided on some VR. They give you like the haptic vests and the guns and all this other stuff. So we thought that would be pretty cool, except it's a public session. So I guess we're gonna try out this random lobby thing in real life. Wish us luck. But I think since JB is whipping it, I'm gonna take myself a little snoozer. So I'm kind of tired, folks, and have accumulated a migraine. So I guess while she goes and finds us something to eat, I am going to sleep. Well, folks, we have made it to do a little bit of VRing. And I'm freaking starving. So I hope we don't get too lightheaded, get sick from the game. I hope that our blood sugar stays the same and we're able to have fun with it. But I guess let's go check out our real life lobby chat. Well, we have absolutely no idea where we are going. We have walked all the way around this place until we found an escape room and we asked them how to get a sandbox. And then they told us. So we walked around this whole entire freaking mall, or whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but it's really nice here. I think we're gonna check out the amenities once we are done. but I think we found it. So let's go check out our VR fun. So we are absolute freaking dum-dums. We walked by it like 3 times, but it was tucked away in a nice little corner. So we finally found it. And now we're just waiting on our teammates, taking a little potty break and hopping into the game. I think we're playing like a horror game. So hopefully it'll be scary, get our adrenaline pumping, kill some zombies, kill some ghosts, and just have a good time.
Right here.
Infected! You're coming in from above! Acid! Get back!
Welcome to Phobia.
You already know I got top player. That, my friends, was a freaking blast. If you have a sandbox VR in your local area, go check them out. It's worth the experience. The guy who was running it, he was like, "Oh man, are you ready to be shocked?" I was like, "Shocked?" I thought it vibrated. He's like, "No, it shocks you. The best shocks you. That's why certain people can't do it." I'm like, or that it's zombies and you're shooting at zombies. But me and JB had a freaking blast. We will definitely be coming back to check out the other games. But I guess, folks, let's go see if we can find a bite to eat. And by the way, no, it didn't shock you, but it definitely got JB's anxiety up, I guess you could say. I would definitely have to say the worst part about the experience is when it ends, because you are definitely left wanting more. But we have wandered around this whole entire place looking for somewhere to eat, and we can't get anything that catches our eye. Guess we're gonna do another stroll around, see if we can find something, but as of right now, nothing is screaming, "Eat me." Well, nothing caught our eye, but we started looking on Google, and well, our favorite Korean chicken place is just right down the road. So we figured we'd take the 5-minute drive over there to go grab some freaking amazing fried chicken. So I think we had it at the beginning of the year after one of my jiu-jitsu competitions, one of my super fights, and we have been looking for a reason to go back. So that's where we're headed. But we are sitting in the car, and where we parked, you can see the whole entire Atlanta skyline, like y'all pretty much just saw. And it is beautiful, like literally gorgeous. Then you get in the streets of it, and you're like, damn, bro, this place is shitty. But let's go get some food, folks. Well, folks, we have made it to our favorite Korean fried chicken place. Let's get in here and grub down. Folks, that was absolutely freaking amazing. But I guess now let's get our butts home and hop on some freaking games, folks. Well, folks, we have made it home. And while this day may have not started off on the right foot, as I guess you could say, freaking waking up late, whether it be us or our alarm, one of us screwed up. I don't know if it was technology or if it was me. I guess I could take the blame for it because I should have just woken up because that's our normal time to get up. And we shouldn't need an alarm. But that was not the case. We ended up waking up so late that we weren't able to get our our lift in. I apologize. And we could have let that really dwell on our day, ruin our whole entire day. But we didn't let that happen. We went to go get better today than we were yesterday because, we might as well, if we're going to miss our freaking lift for the morning, we might as well go get better in one avenue or the other. And then we had an incredible little, donut date with the homies. Freaking just chit-chatting about life, chit-chatting about jiu-jitsu, chit-chatting about fighting. And then making fun of ourselves for having absolutely no life. That the highlight of our day is two guys wearing freaking Krispy Kreme hats. And it's very true. Traditionally, days wouldn't really be like this as a fighter. That's the irony of the exciting life of a fighter. There's nothing exciting about what we do. We wake up, we train. We train some more, we try to recover. Then we train some more. Then if we have the energy, we play a little bit of games, and then we go to bed. That is the life of a fighter in a nutshell, wrapped all into one. And then during fight camps, we can't even freaking play games because we got to be worried about recovery, because, well, you want to perform your best at practice when you're in fight camp. You can kind of get a little lenient with yourself outside of camp during your off season and things like that. But when you're in camp, when you're in season, you got to be freaking locked in. And it's just not exciting. To us, it's exciting, but to the world, it's not. And then we ended up putting our big boy pants on. And after a homie dipped out on us and we had to go and lift by ourselves, we still went and did it, even though we hate lifting in the afternoons because we're lower on energy than what we traditionally are in the mornings. And the lift just doesn't it just doesn't hit the same in the afternoons as it does in the morning time. And then, folks, to top the day off, to round everything off and to make the day into a nice, beautiful, fun day, we went and did some VR. If you got a sandbox near you, like I've already said, you've got to go and check it out. That was a lot of fun. At least once for the memories, for the experience. You know what I mean? It was well worth the experience. We had an absolute blast, and our host was a goofball telling us that it electrocutes you, shocks you. Because we used to have these laser tags when we were kids that literally would shock you if you got hit by them. So that's all I could remember, the little freaking laser tags that my brother freaking put on my body and just started shocking the shit out of me with. Oh, that was a good day. Oh, and then finishing up with an amazing dinner. If you have some Korean fried chicken near you, you have got to try it. Got to. It is it's to die for, folks. Oh, and then now we're home and we're going to go inside and we're most likely going to play some games to round off the day. So today was just all around just a fun day. It's not often that we get a fun day, where every day is a fun day to me, but where it's literally just about having fun. That's all we did today. When we went to practice, we still had fun. We kind of bullshitted around all day. Not saying we didn't get better today than we were yesterday, but we chatted our jaws a little bit more than what we usually do. So yeah, folks, every now and then you gotta relax, have fun. It's about a balance. The balance that is not there as a fighter, There's no real balance as a fighter, as an athlete. But every now and then you can try to. And that's what we did today. We just kind of kicked it and had fun, folks. But I guess let's get our butts inside and let's hop on this live. I hope to see y'all there. And until tomorrow, folks, good night. And BillyGoat freaking loves ya. Oh, and I almost forgot. I can't believe I almost freaking forgot. Our sponsor. They finalized our gear today. Oh, man, that junk looks amazing. Amazing, folks. If you're on the live, you might get a little sneak peek of it. But if not, so you're just going to have to wait until it comes out. It looks freaking great. Goodness gracious. These guys do some good work. That's all I gotta say. I am thoroughly impressed with what they have done us up. They outdid themselves. That's all I can say. They outdid themselves. But I hope to see you all in the live. Good night, folks. Let's get inside. BillyGoat freaking loves you.